hearing me. I said, chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar like a glycerin. Get your heart, bring it back and start making living. Get a dividend till we start being ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nominee and domino. So what the fuck you trying to do? Rhyming comical. This is funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to the pussy niggas. Just popping shit. See my all-stars. I post them up like a Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid. Shit's gotten retarded since all the dominance. So I'm West rising and prominent. Cause I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. Wanna take a quiet, my maneuvers, but I rhyme like I got roof lines for Uber. Rhymes hard like they've been viewed by Medusa. 9 million Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to send it to your Medulla. Obligata, for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They rhyme by like a pilot, let the city holler. The showstopper, then the stoppers is the teeny popper. But now I'm throwing them up, Patron, a premium, a vodka. I put his digits on the clock, modify the chopper. The 4 heavy, war ready, and let's work the mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm a corner, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when they eat so, none of them can get to the fire or rap with me. And I had a nigga still like a tire, and a deep. And I'm still dope with some paper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Igniter, women coming through with the title because I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I want you to remember how you got to ride this club. This is a whole new day, a whole new pace. Sick of the game, that's my destiny. I'ma keep seeking, there ain't no breath in me. When I fell off, no one was there for me. But see me there. Watch your back. In this walk, you gon' get attacked. Don't know, keep repenting. Gotta keep working. The job ain't finished. Study the word. Perfect you walk. Wanna be like Christ. Live a righteous life. Gotta repent. Gotta forgive. Gotta show love. Got all the fruits of the spirit. Follow a higher. The word ain't working. I know you ain't perfect. But keep on working. Can't do it alone. No. Keep calling on. Follow your shines plan. He won't lead you on. No. Life ain't been the same. Since I gave up the first day. I haven't seen my soul. I have to die. niggas righteous, all political vipers. Cowards cold, real niggas on ranks, and what they believe and won't compromise a day. Never harmonize a traitor. Do not affiliate with impersonators. You cross the line, you gon' catch the vapors. My niggas strong, no chase. Them other niggas sweet like annihilators. Tank full of brown sugar like annihilators. Every time I move, righteous demonstration. All I deny is Satan. My brother's glorious, two warriors. The labor swore down and them cities can't stop till we notorious. Thrown in my way with a supreme audience. Proud ass nigga get exiled. No loitering around my brothers. Yeah, you already know what it is. 144 back in Gen. You be touchdown, put it down for my brothers. And I roll straight, so that's right. Them niggas with that shit on that's right. They my brothers. We gon' rule it more than king on the stand. We gon' rule this bitch at all costs. Nigga, we gon' take this from them rappers. That's right. Let's go. Take it to the ground. That's right. And drink. And all. I pray you like the ladder house. They can't blend with my men, nigga. I can tell you fake from the treacherous mouth. Claiming God is all love, we don't believe that. Give a damn about the 2 cents. Fuck your feedback. I give it all for my brothers, they deserve it. No excuses for my niggas. They striving to be perfect. Sacrifice whenever calm, dead, never over. You be cake, we click tight like CP and Joe. Endure to the end, it's what a wise man told me. Licking from the top shelf, but I spit it with the loaded. 144, nigga, everybody know. All I ever wanted was revenge. Fuck a road, say you down for the cause, gotta show me. Stand tall and do not blush. Remain calm when the danger pop up. Go deep like David Jones locker. Or bars and central locker. No competition, only glory in the distance for my brother.
Shalom, no Christ, Israel. This officer of 1,000 I.S.U.P.K. And we at a new spot right here in the public library, right here in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. Clap it up for that. You understand? Tonight we got a heavy topic. You know, it's the Disgusting Pride Month. So we gonna talk about that tonight. You know what I'm saying? Tonight's topic is can't spell Pride Month without demon. You understand? And that's exactly what's going on with all these alphabet people. They got this horrible demon on them that has controlling and taking over their life. You understand? They want to call it an alternative lifestyle and all, but we all know it's a disgusting lifestyle that nobody should be living. You understand?
Right.
So we're gonna go over that. We're gonna go over Pride Month, what it is, how the alternative lifestyle is actually detrimental to the Black and Hispanic community, how it's been destroying us for years. We're gonna talk about how this demon is a mental illness. How this alternative lifestyle, this gay lifestyle, is a mental illness. It's not you're not born gay or anything like that. It's
right.
You know what I'm saying? You're made gay. You're not born gay. That's unnatural. You understand? And then we're gonna go. Of course, we always go over the scriptures and we go through the scriptures and we set it like it is. We tell it like it is. You understand? Right. So first we're gonna talk about Pride Month and what it is. You understand? They have these gay pride parades where men and women walk around butt booty hole ass naked.
Right.
You understand? Got little kids out there. Like, what are we really promoting to our kids? You understand? Because when we was growing up as kids, you understand, man, if you was twitching or walking with your hand in a you know what I'm saying, all floppy or doing some weird stuff, I mean, your father or uncles or OGs in the hood, they gonna check you. Hey man, you better stand up straight. You better walk straight. You understand? So none of that, like, we ain't had to deal really with none of that when we was growing up. We ain't had to worry about gay pride parades, seeing grown men walking through the streets butt naked, women walking through the streets butt naked, got little kids out there holding rainbow flags. And what's disgusting about that is the rainbow is God's promise that He's not gonna flood the earth no more.
That's
you
right.
Understand? And these alphabet people, they just took over they took over the rainbow and just made it theirs. You know what I'm saying? And it's just quite disgusting the way it's being portrayed now. You understand? Now again, like they call it Pride Month, right? Like what is really prideful about this disgusting lifestyle that you're living? You understand? Because one, 95% of people that identify or call themselves gay or homosexual or lesbian, they was molested at something, probably when they was a kid or at some time in their life they was molested. You understand? So what is really prideful about that? You understand? Because you're basically giving the person that molested you a pass and letting them control and take over your life.
Right.
You understand? That's exactly what's going on with that. You understand? Plus, suicide rate is high among the alphabet people. Like suicide is at an all-time high with the alphabet people. And I mean, is that what y'all prideful about? Are you proud that y'all killing yourselves at a high rate? You understand? Because you haven't dealt with that demon, or that molestation that you had to deal with. You know, you had to go through when you was younger. You understand? Like, what are you really prideful about? What about like the high domestic violence? There's a high domestic violence in the gay, lesbian, and homosexual household. Like y'all out there beating each other up. You understand? Like the same what's her name? Brittany Griner, the one that's over there in jail in Russia, and all the gays and blackity blacks is all upset about it for her taking drugs into an airport. Like she wasn't gonna go to jail for that. You understand? But I know she's been arrested 2-3 times for domestic violence, beating up her girlfriend. You understand? So like, what is really prideful about this month that y'all say is Pride Month? What's so prideful about it? You understand? Because you got high suicide rates, got high domestic violence rates. You know what I'm saying? So like, what is really prideful about this month? You understand? I hear homosexuals and lesbians say all the time that we just want to live and be like live our life like everybody else. Well, I mean, nobody's stopping you from doing that. You know what I'm saying? So why do you need a Pride Month, or why do you need everybody else to accept you being a homosexual or a lesbian? You understand? Or transgender? Why do we have to accept that? You know what I'm saying? Like that's your mental illness problem. Why do I have to accept your mental illness? And then where does it stop? You understand? Because if men are turning themselves into women are turning themselves into men. You know what I'm saying? Can I be a dog?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Can I turn myself into a dog or a cat? Or you know what I'm saying, a lion? I want to be a tiger. You know what I'm saying? Like I identify as a rich white man. You know what I'm saying? Like where do you know what I'm saying? Can you identify, if you black, can you identify as white? If you're white, can you identify as black?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like where do we draw the line in here? You understand? And it's really a mental illness, because nobody is born this way.
Right.
You understand? Look, when a child is in the womb, but on top of that, the Most High makes no mistakes. When a child is in the womb, they breathe and they eat out of a tube.
Right.
You understand? When a child is born, they automatically know they got to breathe through their nose.
Right.
They automatically know they got to suck with their mouth to eat.
That's right.
You understand? They didn't do that for a whole 9 months when they was in the womb, because they was feeding and everything, breathing out of a tube.
Right.
But when they get here, they naturally know they got to breathe through their nose. They naturally know they got to eat with their mouth.
Right.
You understand? Because that's natural. That's what happens with natural. God didn't make no mistakes. You wasn't born gay. You understand?
That's right.
Like nobody was born that way. And they like to try to say they was born that way. Nah, you was just getting molested as a child, and you thought you was born that way. You understand? You wasn't born that way. That's a mental illness that you want everybody to accept.
Right.
And on top of that, in the what was that, the disease book, like mental health, homosexuality was a mental illness up until the 1980s when they switched it around. You understand? It's always been a mental illness. You understand? Like they want to say they want to be happy, love who you love, and all this. You just want to be you. Well, that you know what I'm saying. Serial killers, killing makes them happy.
Right.
You understand?
That's
so why
right.
they just can't go around? You know what I'm saying? People gonna die from time to time, but killing is what makes them happy. Why society don't let them be happy?
Right.
You understand? Pedophiles, they like sleeping with kids.
Right.
You understand? That's what makes them happy, sleeping with a kid. Well, why? You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly went to jail for that.
Right. Gone.
But you can sit here and say that you're homosexual and you just want to be loved and love who you love and this, that, and the third. When I mean, you can say the same thing for pedophiles and serial killers.
Right.
You understand? But everybody knows serial killing is wrong. You understand? From what I've read in some news articles, they trying to add pedophilia to the LGBT plus community. You understand? They trying to add pedophilia to that. So we watch out for that, because you understand, like, pedophiles, they like sleeping with kids.
Right.
You understand? That's what makes them happy. You understand? Now again, like, like, can people identify as dogs? Like you sitting there, like D-Wade's son, he said he not gay, but identifies as a girl.
Right.
Like you're a whole boy. You're a boy, Damon. You are no longer independent, Damon. You are a boy. You understand? Like, you're a boy, Damon. You understand? Like, how can you sit here and say that you identify as a girl, but you're not gay? I mean, what is that? That's a whole mental illness right there. Like, that's a mental illness that you got going on right there. Go to Genesis 1 and start at 26. Because we of course, you know, we got to bring out scriptures and let you know that. Because I know the church has taught us our whole lives. You know what I'm saying? Love the sinner and hate the sin, and you understand. Gotta come as you are, and all this and that. Every choir director is a homosexual. You understand? Gay marriage is now accepted into churches. Preachers and popes have been molesting children, boys and girls from for the longest. Hell, ever since I can remember. I'm 30. I'll be 37 in 2 days. You understand? And ever since I've known, like, they've been raping and little boys and little girls in the church, in the Catholic Church and the Christian Church. The Southern Baptist Convention. You know what I'm saying? The article just came out where they was preachers was molesting kids, girls and boys. You understand? And they don't do nothing but hide it. Like, that's how they hide it. You understand? And that's disgusting. That's going into that mental illness. Like, you fighting for your, if you saying that you're still homosexual or a lesbian, you're fighting for that person that molested you. You're making them think that it's okay, that you're okay with that. You understand? You never got the actual help that you need. You understand? Here in I.S.U.P.K. under Command General Yohanna, we give counsel to homosexuals and lesbians to help them actually repent. And repent means to turn away from your sin. You understand?
That's right.
Not continue living into the sin. You understand? Or saying that you eat pork, so well, I mean, that is too, because no sin is greater than the other. So I mean, hell, if you eat pork, you're no better than a homosexual.
Right.
You understand? So stop doing all that. Come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? And we can. That's how you actually repent. You got to turn away from that sin and stop doing it. You understand? It's like me slapping you in your face, saying I'm sorry. Then every time I see you, I slap you in the face.
Right.
Like, did I really? Am I really sorry? Did I really repent? Did I really apologize to you? No, because I keep slapping you in the face. And that's the same thing with this homosexual life. You understand? If you want to repent, and you got to turn away from that sin, and you got being molested as a child, you've been destroyed. You understand? So you need counsel. You need to talk to somebody. You need to get that out. That the person that molested you needs to go to jail, and so something bad needs to happen to them. They need to go to jail for the rest of their life because they destroyed you. They basically killed you.
Right.
You understand? Whenever you get there, go ahead.
Khan. Genesis chapter 1 verse 26. And the Most High said, let us make man in our image.
Okay, this is when the Most High was creating earth. The Most High was going to make man in his image. Go ahead.
Khan. After our likeness.
After our likeness, after what we do. Go ahead.
Khan. And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth.
Keep going.
Khan. Verse 27. So the Most High created man in his own image.
Most High created man in his own image. Go ahead.
Khan. In the image of the Most High created he him.
Created he him. Go ahead.
Khan. Male and female.
Male and female. You understand? The Most High created male and female. Go ahead.
Khan. Male and female created he them.
Created he them, which was a bunch of males and a bunch of females, but that's a whole nother topic we'll get into another day. Go ahead.
Khan. Verse 28. And the Most High blessed them.
The Most High blessed them. He, him and her blessed them, saying what? Go ahead.
Khan. And the Most High said unto them, be fruitful.
Be fruitful.
And multiply.
And multiply. You understand? Because that's natural. Being fruitful and multiplying, male and female. It takes a male and a female to reproduce. You understand? Two males can't reproduce a baby.
That's right.
Two females cannot reproduce a baby.
Right.
You understand? It takes a male and a female to reproduce. Go ahead.
Khan.
Finish it up.
Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it.
And replenish the earth. So male and female, you have to have, it has to be a male and a female to have a offspring, which is a child. What is it? To do what?
Khan. To replenish the earth.
To replenish the earth. To repopulate the earth, you need a male and a female to repopulate the earth. Two males cannot repopulate the earth.
That's right.
Two females cannot repopulate the earth.
Right.
You understand? That's not natural. You understand? Two males and two females is not natural. There's nothing natural about that. Keep going.
Khan. And have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every creeping living thing that moveth upon the earth.
Okay, now drop that. Give me Leviticus 18 and 22. Leviticus 18 and 22. Because what we have to understand is the Most High created a male and female. You understand? Told them to be fruitful and multiply. That means have kids and replenish the earth. So if it's two males and two females, then there's no replenishing anything, because two males can't have a kid. Two females cannot have a kid.
Right.
That goes against nature. That is disgusting. It goes against nature. Go ahead whenever you get there.
Khan. Leviticus chapter 18 verse 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind.
Wait a minute. Say that again.
Khan. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind.
Oh, that means Steve and Jacob, they can lay together. Two men can lay together.
Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind.
I mean, you supposed to be able to love who you love.
Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind.
We just want to be treated like everybody else and love who we love and get married to whoever we want to get married to and just be who we are.
Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind.
Thou shalt not lie with mankind as you lie with a woman. A man cannot lay with a man like he is supposed to lay with a woman. Keep going.
Khan. It is abomination.
It is an abomination. Is that it?
So like it, sir.
Go ahead, finish it up.
Verse 23. Going in verse 23.
What's verse 23 say?
It's talking about neither shall thou lie with any beast to defile thyself there.
Okay. Drop that, go to Leviticus 20 and 13. You understand? A man is not supposed to lay with a man like he's supposed to lay with a woman. You understand? Hey, Most High Christ, Havamar, it's a 42% attempted suicide rate. You understand? Like 42% suicide rate among the ABC alphabet people. 42% rate. You understand? The DSM-4 was the manual that stated homosexuality was a mental disorder. Hey, that's correct, Havamar. Give my hand on that. That's exactly what it was. Whenever you get there, go ahead.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman.
So if a man lie with another man like he lies with a woman, go ahead.
Both of them have committed an abomination.
Both of them has committed abomination. That's disgusting. Go ahead.
They shall surely be put to death.
They shall surely be put to death. That's where AIDS come from. That's where the new monkeypox. That's where that come from. Keep going.
Their blood shall be upon them.
Their blood should be upon them. AIDS. It attacks your immune system. That attacks your red blood cell.
That's right.
Is it the red blood cells or the white blood cells?
So
I think it's the white blood. It attacks your immune system, your blood cells. You understand? That's what AIDS does. It attacks your blood cells. You understand? Monkeypox is a new. Matter of fact, get that article for me because I sent you an article on that. Monkeypox is a. I think it was in Germany at a gay rave and somewhere in Europe. You understand that that's where a bunch of cases of monkeypox come from, and now it's a couple over here in the United States, and you understand, like with the Pride Month and all this, you know what I'm saying, gay parties and all these gay pride parades, walking around here butt booty hole naked. You understand? Hey, the monkeypox gonna go up.
Right.
I see the part. Y'all better quit monkeying around. It's a lot.
Right.
Go ahead whenever you get there.
Monkeypox, public health advice for gay, bisexual, and other men who have sex with men.
So monkeypox is basically strictly for men that's having sex with men.
Right.
You understand? And what's more disgusting is back to Salaki to cut you off on that, but to go back to the AIDS, you see all these different commercials for AIDS. You understand? Like you see all these men walking around holding hands and just happy as can be, saying if you take these pills, you know what I'm saying, you're less likely to catch AIDS. But you can't be already have AIDS. Or if you was born a female and you transition to a man, it's not for you either. This is for men that was born men that have sex with men. You understand? They got all these commercials out here promoting homosexuality like it's a good thing. Promoting promoting these pills to where they're supposed to slow down the rate of getting AIDS. Go ahead.
So like I said about me, what you bringing out is so heavy because with these commercials, they don't tell people to stop. They're not educating people. They're making people comfortable in their lifestyle because they would tell you in the commercial that they have you so comfortable with this lifestyle they'll tell you that by the time you're taking the medicine and all that, you can't even detect. They won't be detected through tests. Right. So they just make it more comfortable for you to stay in your lifestyle and demasculize the man and all that.
That's why Salaki to cut you off, but that's why America has to be burnt down. That's why America has to be destroyed.
Right.
Because they want to make it comfortable for somebody to live this disgusting lifestyle. Because the Most High said it's an abomination for a man to lie with a man like he would with a woman.
That's right.
That's an abomination, and your blood will be upon you.
Right.
You understand? And that's exactly what happens with the AIDS. Your blood is upon you.
Right.
You understand? With the monkeypox, your blood is upon you. You understand? And you're gonna die a slow, horrible death.
Right.
You're gonna live a horrible life because you're gonna get AIDS, and you know what I'm saying. even though they got these pills out there that may get you undetected and everything, you're still gonna pass the AIDS on to the next person.
Right.
That's still a disgusting lifestyle that you're living. You understand? And the way that America and the Christian church all accept it and make it, like you said, make you comfortable with it. It's just disgusting, and that's why this place has to be burnt. That's why this place has to go. Go ahead, keep on with that article.
Khan. An outbreak of a disease called monkeypox is currently taking place in many countries that do not typically have cases. This can be concerning, especially for people whose loved ones or community have been affected. Some cases have been identified through sexual health clinics in communities of gay, bisexual, and other men who have sex with men. It is important to note that the risk of monkeypox is not limited to men who have sex with men. Anyone who has close contact with someone who is infectious is at risk.
So if you got a friend that's a homosexual that has sex with men that catches this monkeypox, and you want to be friends with them, you get close to them, you can catch monkeypox.
Right.
You understand? Again, like if you have a friend and you call them your friend and you know they're homosexual, man, you hate your friend.
Right.
That is not your friend. You hate your friend. If you're a parent and you have a child that claims they're homosexual or transgender or identifies as a woman or whatever the damn case is, you hate your child.
Right.
You don't love your child if you accept them being homosexual. You do not love your child. You hate your child.
That's
you hate
right.
your friend. That's not your friend if you allow them to come around you being homosexual. You hate them.
Right.
That is not your friend. You're not a good friend. You suck as a friend.
That's
you
right.
understand? You're not a
That's
good friend
right.
if you supposedly have a friend that's homosexual and you just allow them to be homosexual right there in front of you. That's
Right.
You hate yourself and you hate them.
That's right.
Keep going.
Khan. However, given that the virus is being identified in these communities, learning about monkeypox will help ensure that as few people as possible are affected.
So even with this article right here, with what's this article from? And it from the health organization.
Khan, public health advice.
The public health organization. You understand? They're even trying to make it to where it's comfortable to be homosexual.
Right.
You understand? They're trying to get to least cases. This is what you got to do. Like they're making it comfortable for homosexuality. You understand? So this place has to go. This place has to burn down. Because again, like when we was kids, 13, 14 years old, going to school, we didn't have to worry about nobody calling themselves gay or anything like that. You understand? But now in today's society, like my daughter goes to school with people that call themselves gay. You understand? So I gotta answer questions to my daughter what a lesbian is, what being gay is. I gotta answer these questions to my daughter. You understand? When my oldest daughter was like about 5-6 years old, we was walking through the mall. We was getting some ice cream at the mall, a mall in Oklahoma City, Penn Square Mall. And this homosexual came through dressed like a girl. You understand? Like my daughter asked me, like, "Daddy, is that a boy or a girl?" Like, why do I have to answer questions like that? I shouldn't have to answer them questions because I didn't ask them questions when I was 6 years old. You understand? My mom was there, never told me that I asked no questions like that. Why does my daughter have to ask these questions? You understand? 5-6 years old asking questions, "Is that a boy or a girl?" I said, "Well, honey, that's a boy. That's definitely a boy right there." And what messed me up was the follow-up question. Well, why is he dressed like a girl? You understand? Like, why do I have to answer questions like this to my 5-year-old? Well, why is he dressed like a girl, Daddy? Because he's mentally ill.
That's right.
He's mentally ill. He's got a demon on him that he was probably molested as a kid. I didn't go into detail like that, but I said he had a demon on him. It's disgusting. He's not supposed to dress like that.
Right.
You understand? I kept it simple with her. You understand? I wasn't even in the truth at the time either. So I really didn't know how to answer the question. You understand? Because I wasn't even in the truth then. But you know what I'm saying? I did say that that's definitely a boy. He dressed like a girl because he's got a mental problem. That's exactly what I told him. He's got a mental problem. It's disgusting. He's not supposed to dress like that. And she was like, "Well, yeah, Daddy, he's not supposed to dress like that." You understand? So you know what I'm saying. Even my daughter at a young age knew that a boy is not supposed to dress like a girl.
Con.
You understand? Is that it with that article?
Salaki, sir.
All right, keep going.
No. Kanawaka. However, given that the virus is being identified in these communities, learning about monkeypox will help ensure that as few people as possible are affected and that the outbreak can be stopped. This public health advice contains.
So even the public health department, they not really trying to correct the situation or anything like that. They're masking it and you know what I'm saying, trying to make it more comfortable for homosexuals to be homosexuals. Keep on.
Kanawaka. This public health advice contains information on how monkeypox spreads, what to do if you think you have symptoms, and how to protect yourself and others.
How to protect yourself from the monkeypox. How you should protect yourself? Don't be a homosexual.
Right.
Stop having sex with men.
Right.
That's how you protect yourself. Keep going.
Kanawaka. It can be used by Salaki. It can be used by community leaders, influencers, health workers, and people attending social events and parties to inform and engage communities of men who have sex with men. What you need to know.
What you need to know is stop having sex with men. That's all you need to know. Nothing else. That's all you need to know. If you don't want monkeypox or AIDS or die slow death, don't have sex with men. Don't lay with a man like you would with a woman. That's all you need to know. Straight up. Go ahead. Go ahead. Drop that for time's sake. You understand? And go ahead and pull up the next article. That other article that I sent you. Because this alternative lifestyle that they say is detrimental to the Black and Hispanic community. For one, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I want to say the article I read was like 30% of LGBT is Black and Hispanic. You understand? Like it's a large number of Black and Hispanics that are LGBT. You understand? And black we're only 12% of the population. You understand? And what we read at the beginning is to repopulate the earth, you need a man and a woman.
Right.
So if a lot of our population is LBGT, then how the hell is we gonna repopulate? You understand? A lot of men is going to jail. You understand? Coming out homosexuals and living like homosexuals. You know what I'm saying? Women swear they've been hurt up and down. They can no longer, you know what I'm saying, deal with a man. They had to go get a woman, and then they find out these women is worse than men. You know what I'm saying? Right. The woman is beating their behinds. The woman's out there cheating on them. You know what I'm saying? Doing all the shit that they say the man is doing. You understand? So how do we win if a lot of our people is or how do we reproduce if a lot of our people is LBGT? We read at the beginning of the class, need a man and a woman to reproduce and replenish the earth.
That's right.
So that's another reason why America is pushing this to make it more comfortable, because they're scared of a strong black man and a woman and a nice feminine woman. America is terrified of that strong masculine black man and a nice feminine woman.
Right.
America's terrified of that.
Right.
But when we get that, we replenishing this earth.
That's right.
It's babies coming from everywhere.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead with that article.
Kanawaka. A record number of U.S. adults identify as LGBTQ. Gen Z is driving the increase. Generation
Z. That's if you was born between, I think it's 1997 and 2012 or something like that. A lot of them. It's gonna say it in the article, but a lot of they're leading the cause in the high rate of LBGT people that identify as gay or lesbian. You know what I'm saying? I believe it's like 1 in 10. 1 in 10 Generation Z. If you're born between 97 and I want to say it was like 2000 and 2008, 2009, somewhere around in there. If you was born between that time, you're Generation Z.
Okay.
And one in 10 of them folks that is now adults claim to be LBGT. They claim to be either identify. They use the words identify, they, them, non-binary, and all that crap. Like, what the hell does that even mean? You understand? Like, and it doesn't matter from cartoons to adult shows to you know what I'm saying, anything on TV, Netflix, anywhere you watch TV. You understand? Somebody's gay.
Right.
Even on kids shows, somebody's gay. Somebody hoarding is, you know what I'm saying, a large elephant in there twerking.
Right.
You understand? The Smurf coming out, you know what I'm saying, showing all ass. Like, why is Papa Smurf, you know what I'm saying, showing all ass in the Smurfs?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Angry Birds, there's a gay bird in Angry Birds. Like, why we got a gay bird? It's a kid's show.
Right.
It's a kid's show. Why we got gay? The Pride family. I want to say the Pride family got somebody gay in there too. You understand? Like, why? These is kids shows. Why we subjecting our children to this BS? Why do our kids got to see this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was watching some Tom and Jerry with my son, and man, shit, we grew up on Tom and Jerry.
That's right.
You understand? And it's like some of the shit that you see on Tom and Jerry now. It's like, god damn. I didn't even realize that when I was a kid. That's some gay shit right there. So like, that's some gay stuff going on right there on Tom and Jerry. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Why is this on Tom and Jerry? This is for kids.
Right.
You understand? It's a lot of little kid TV shows. Like, I don't even let my kids watch TV all the time. Like, they can't be on YouTube. You don't get no YouTube. Can't be on YouTube. Can't be on TikTok. Can't be on none of these things. You understand? Like, nah, like none of that. Like, y'all don't like, and it sucks because like they don't really get to do nothing now. Like, cause it's something gay with everything.
Right.
You understand? Like a lot of the TV shows I watch, it's always somebody gay in there too. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Why does it have to be some gay stuff in everything that's on TV or radio or whatever? You understand? Like, every radio show down there has a homosexual point of view on it. What's that? The Breakfast Club? You know what I'm saying? What's that one? Is it the Breakfast Club? I mean, all these little.
God. And
I mean,
they is off the chain.
It's the one. I know it's on the radio, and I forget what it was. It's on a black radio station. The little gay dude always be on there.
So, like I said, if I may, he a broadcaster on Steve Harvey Morning Show.
On the Steve Harvey Morning Show. That's the Steve Harvey Morning Show. It's always something gay. No matter what you do, always turn around, there's something gay going on.
God.
You understand? Why are we 12% of the population now?
So, like it, sir, what you bringing out is heavy, but it just came to me. It's a proverb in the Bible. It say, train up a child in the way he should go. When he get old, he will not depart from that. So, Satan know that too.
Right.
So, what's going on, get them while they're young.
Train them while they're young.
Train them while they're young, because once you put that in them, and when they get old, they're not going to depart from that, because that's all they've been doing. So that's all they know.
That's heavy right there.
That's all they know.
You gotta get your officers taken. Keep playing with that. We gotta get that. We gotta get that done.
Kind of a
Go ahead with that article.
Kind of a A record: 7.1% of U.S. adults self-identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, or something other than heterosexual.
What'd you say? That was 1 in 7?
Kind of a
1 in 7 adults.
7.1%.
7.1% adults claim to be an alphabet person. I mean, they took 40% of the alphabet for themselves. You understand? Now, I was listening to GEN.YAHANNA on Black Watch Saturday, and you know what I'm saying. The LGBTQ plus, that's a racist group. You understand? Where's the heterosexual? Where's the H for the heterosexual? Where's the S for the straight person? You understand? Like what do y'all do? You know what I'm saying? Y'all claim to be a minority and be hated on, but what have y'all ever done for any other minority group? And it's a lot of blacks and Hispanics that's LBGT, but just like the women learned with the feminist movement, when they got black women got pushed back to the back of the bus. The same thing with the LBGTQ. You understand? Black people, y'all not represented like them devils are. You understand? Y'all get pushed to the back of the bus as well, even in the LBGTQ. You understand? A lot of them what was the Stonewall riot back in New York back in what was that, the 70s?
God, it's somewhere in the era.
I want to say it was like the late 70s. You understand? The Stonewall riots that was started by gay black men. You understand? That was started by gay black men. They were swag. That's what they used to tell people. Swag. That means secretly we are gay. You understand? So we be saying these words like these rappers and entertainers. You know what I'm saying? Show us these different words. And we don't even research them to know what the hell they mean.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We talk about swag this, swag that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, swag. You got swag. Don't tell me I got swag. I'm going to slap you.
That's right.
You tell me anything about swag, them fight words to me.
That's right.
You understand? Don't tell me swag. That's fight words to me. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no, you say, if you say swag, I'm just going to just automatically assume you gay.
That's right.
Because that's what the homosexuals used to say to each other back in the day. Swag. Secretly we are gay, because it had to be secret back then, because wasn't nobody putting up with that shit.
Right.
Like it. Wasn't nobody hearing that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was a little effeminate, your uncles or them hood niggas, they straighten your ass out.
That's right.
They straighten you out. Nah, you can't do that. Nah, don't do that. You understand? Like, nah, it wasn't none of that when we was growing up. I mean, of course, it was still the flaming homosexuals out there that ain't nobody could really do nothing with. You know what I'm saying? You flaming, you way gone, you way out there. You know what I'm saying? And then we all knew some so-called straight niggas was going to see that flaming faggot. You know what I'm saying? We all knew that. You understand? But at the same time, them same niggas that was going to see that flaming faggot, they would be like, nah, straighten up. Quit twitching while you walk. You understand? They wasn't trying to advocate you to go out there and go see the flaming homosexual. They was trying to keep you away from that flaming homosexual.
Right.
You understand? And when people found out that they was going to visit that homosexual, they you know what I'm saying? They tried to get up out of there like didn't nothing happen. But we all knew you was down there. So like you keep going.
God. Generation Z are driving the growth. The most recent results mark double the percentage of adults who self-identified as LGBTQ in 2012 when Gallup first measured it, and increased from 2021 when the same survey found that 5.6% of Americans identified as LGBTQ.
5.6 adults identified as homosexual or lesbian or transgender. Keep going. And see, that's detrimental. That is detrimental to the black and Hispanic community, because a lot of them numbers are blacks and Hispanics. You understand? And if blacks and Hispanics ain't out here reprocreating and having babies to replenish the earth, then you know what I'm saying, that's an act of genocide. That's an act of genocide. Like, you know what I'm saying, promoting this LGBTQ nonsense, it's an act of genocide on your people. Keep going.
1 in 6 Generation Z adults.
1 in 6 Generation Z adults. You understand? What does it say? The years they was born?
Salaki, no sir.
Okay, keep going. 1 in 6 Generation Z.
Adults are LGBT, and this number could continue to grow. This year's record high includes 21% of Generation Zers.
21% of the people born between what was it 97 and
2000 and beyond.
2000 and about 2000 around 2012, 21% of them identify as LGBTQ. That is detrimental to the blacks and Hispanics because a lot of that 21% again is black and Hispanic.
Right.
And if we ain't reproducing, you understand, we was when we came out of slavery, we was about 16% of the population. Now
Right.
we down to 12.
Right.
You understand? And a lot of the Generation Z and we'll even say the millennials too. You understand? Because I think we talk about millennials in here too. How it's a high percentage of millennials that are LGBTQ as well.
Right.
You understand? These are the generations that grew up without fathers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These are the generations after the feminist movement kicked the fathers out, and all these generations grew up without fathers. You understand? And a lot of these are now want to identify as LGBTQ.
Right.
You understand? That's detrimental. Not only is not having a father in the home detrimental. You understand? Just growing up with all that femininity, growing up with you know what I'm saying? There's supposed to be a balance between, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's male and female.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To raise a child, it's got to be that balance of masculinity and femininity. You understand? When kids, especially boys, are growing up without their fathers, you understand, they get subject to being molested.
Right.
They're more subject. I think there's one article I read. It was like a 40% more chance of you getting molested without your father being in the house.
Right.
From a mother's boyfriend or something like that. You understand? And then on Sunday they couldn't wait to send your ass to church.
Right.
You understand? They can't wait to send you to church. You understand? Not knowing that you also getting molested in the church. That these deacons and preachers they molest, sometimes forcefully raping little boys and girls.
Right.
You understand? So you know this whole notion that you don't need a man and you know what I'm saying, all this and that, you do, because it shows 21% of Generation Z identify as LGBTQ. You understand? Now, if they grew up with their fathers, that 21% wouldn't be there.
That's right.
I ain't gonna say would none of it be there, but 21, it would damn sure wouldn't be 21% if they got to grow up with a father in the house.
Right.
Keep going.
Now
again, if you accept your child being a homosexual, you hate your child.
That's right.
I'm gonna say that again. You understand? If you accept your child being homosexual, you hate your child. Straight up. Keep going.
Kind. This year's record high.
So like, if I could, Howard Moore, that's a great point. You know what I'm saying? It is genocide. That's why he said that's why you get the cross-gender hormone shots and Planned Parenthood. You understand? Again, Planned Parenthood too. You know what I'm saying? That's also an act of genocide. 350,000 plus babies aborted every year. In some states like New York, more babies are being aborted than born. You understand? With that and LGBTQ, man, that's an act of genocide on blacks and Hispanics. That's detrimental to the black and Hispanic community. You damn right, Howard Moore. Go ahead, keep going.
Kind. This year's record high includes 21% of Gen-Zers who have reached adulthood, which Gallup defines as those born between 1997 and 2003, making them the
97 and 2003. You understand? That's the Generation Z, right? Between 97 and 2003. If you was born between that age, 21% of y'all identify as homosexual, LGBTQ plus. That's disgusting. That's detrimental. That is detrimental to the blacks and Hispanics, because again, like we read in the beginning of the class, you need a man and a woman to replenish the earth, to reproduce, to have babies. You need a man and a woman. You understand? If 21% is LGBTQ, and then you know what I'm saying, like come on, like where, like the babies going forward, it's not gonna be none.
Right.
Everybody's gonna be homosexual.
That's right.
Keep going.
Kind. Those born between 1997 and 2003, making them the generational group with the largest proportion of LGBTQ people.
And a lot of that generation, them women was taught that they didn't need a man.
Right.
They could do it by themselves. They didn't need no man. When it shows, when the numbers show, God damn it, you did need a man. You understand? Because that's why your child, and you accepted your child being homosexual. You accepted your child being a lesbian. You understand? That not only did you fail your child, you hate your child.
Right.
Because you damn sure failed your child.
That's right.
You damn sure failed your child. 21% LBGT because you didn't need a man. You failed your child. Keep going.
Cant. Among millennials, 10.5% self-identify as LGBTQ.
And millennials, that I think that's between 81 and 2002. No, 81 and between 81 and 96. You understand? That's millennials. And millennials was also a high rate of single parent households with millennials as well. Children growing up without their fathers. You understand? And it's not as large as the Generation Z, but it's up there though. A lot of millennials self-identify as LGBTQ or plus. I don't even know what the hell the plus means.
I think that just the plus means just going up, like 10, 11, 12. I think.
Yeah, whatever that plus means, it can't be good.
That's right.
Whatever that is, it can't be good.
Because it's attached to this.
Yeah, because it's attached to LGBTQ. Yeah, but the plus can't be good.
No.
Whatever it is. Keep going.
Among millennials, among millennials, 10.5% self-identify as LGBTQ, while 4.2% of Generation X.
4.2, that's Generation X. That was between like the 70s. That's like your generation, between the 70s up to the 80s,
60s, 70s.
Yeah.
Like
the millennials, that's my generation. You understand? I definitely grew up without my father. You understand? I know almost everybody I knew grew up without their fathers. Keep going.
2.6% of baby boomers.
2.6% of baby. You know what I'm saying? It's lower, and it jumped up to 21% with the Generation Z. You understand? Now with this new generation, with my kids' generation, like it's scary to find out. It's gonna be like terrifying to find out what the numbers are. Because, like I said, my daughter goes to school with kids that self-identify as a lesbian or gay.
Right.
I got little cousins that go to Murray High. They went to school with a transgender. Like come on, man. Like I said, dude, what? Y'all go to school with a transgender? Like, man, I was shocked. Like, dude, what? Hey, if a nigga was gay or somebody was gay in high school when we was in school, we didn't know about it. We didn't know about it.
It's a lot. You right, son.
You know what I'm saying? Like even if we assumed it, you know what I'm saying, we still didn't know for a fact that they gay. We didn't know. We could always assume, but we didn't really know. You know what I'm saying? Now once we got older, you know what I'm saying, and oh yeah, you been gay ever since high school. Like, you know what I'm saying? We should have known that in high school. I think we kind of knew it, but we just didn't call you out on it. You understand? Like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like being that openly gay and transgender, all that wasn't like that when we was going to school.
Right.
If somebody was gay, they kept it to themselves.
That's right.
And hell, like some of them people that I went to school with that, you know what I'm saying, ended up being gay, they still keep it to themselves.
Right.
Even though everybody know. You know what I'm saying? But they won't just come out and say, yeah, I'm gay. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't do that. You understand? But with this new generation, that Generation Z, oh, they flaming everywhere. Nah, they don't even care. It's accepted. All that. You know what I'm saying? They friends. They all friends with everybody. Like you couldn't be our friend and be homosexual. You can be our friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, nigga, you better get your ass out here play some football. You know what I'm saying? Get you some manhood in you.
Yeah.
You better, you know what I'm saying? You see that girl over there, you better go talk to her. You better,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no, you know what I'm saying? We didn't accept that. Nah, I can't even hang out with you. Nah, I'm cool. I don't even, nothing to do. Don't even talk to me, matter of fact.
Right.
Go ahead.
Kind of a con. And 0.8% of traditionalists do, according to the Gallup data. Meanwhile, 86.3% of respondents self-identified as straight or heterosexual. The poll was conducted by telephone last year and incorporated a random sample of more than 12,000 adults across the country, Gallup said. More than 1 million non-binary adults live in the U.S.
Non-binary. I'm finna Google that word. Keep going.
A pioneering study finds the high rate of LGBTQ self-identification reflects a combination of increasing cultural acceptance for LGBTQ people and the fact that generational Zers are increasing in the national population of adults, while members of older generations are dying, according to Gallup senior editor Jeffrey Jones.
Let me cut you off right there.
Kind of.
It said a non-binary person is really simple term. A non-binary person is someone who does not identify as exclusively a man or a woman. They don't identify exclusively as a man or a woman.
So like it said, if I may.
What's your birth certificate say, goddammit?
That's right.
What the hell does your birth certificate say?
So like I said, I'm gonna say this. I seen a lady and she said just what you said. She didn't identify herself as being a woman or a man. She identified herself as being something. She had an airplane in her hand. She said she wanted to marry the airplane. I forgot.
Seen that on Facebook too. I don't remember what it was either. It was something stupid. It was something stupid. Like, what does your birth certificate say? You know what I'm saying? When you're born, the doctor says, "Oh, this is a boy," or "This is a girl." They don't say this is a non-binary creature. What the hell is that? Keep going.
Kind of God.
Wow.
They're really grown up in a culture where being LGBT was normal and not something that people had to be embarrassed about or try and hide. Jones said of members of Generational Z, certainly there's still some discrimination, but it's nothing like it's been when the older generations were growing up. It's both things happening. The behaviors and the attitudes are changing, and it's also the population changing. On social media, advocates cheered the growing number of Americans identifying as LGBTQ. Thanks to increases in visibility, representation, and equality, more and more LGBTQ Americans are able to come out and live as our authentic selves. Sarah Kate Ellis.
Authentic selves. That's not authentic. You understand?
Right.
First of all, you know what I'm saying? To be authentic, you know what I'm saying? It has to. Let's authentic. Let's. Go ahead.
So like I said, if I may, I want to say authentic is like close to saying genuine, like original.
Like original, yeah.
Like what
right,
you was
exactly.
born, that's what you.
Right.
That's your authentic
self. If you're gonna be authentic, then you have to be. You have to identify as male or female because that's what you was born as. That's being authentic.
That's.
You understand? Like that just makes no goddamn sense whatsoever.
Right.
It's a bunch of confusion, and the Most High is not the author of confusion.
That's right.
That's exactly what that is. That's confusion, and the Most High is not the author of confusion. Go ahead, keep going. Kind of speed it up too, but we gotta.
Sarah K. Ellis, President and Chief Executive of GLAAD, wrote on Twitter, Human Rights Campaign intern President Joni Madison said in a statement, with more LGBTQ plus people than never before living openly and embracing their identity, the fight for LGBTQ plus equality in America must continue to represent this ever-growing and beautiful community. LGBTQ members of Gen Z are most likely to identify as bisexual, at 15% compared to 6% of millennials. The poll found
15. That's damn near, that's double plus from the millennials to the Generation Z that identify as bisexual. That means going both ways. They like males and females.
That's that plus, son.
That's the plus. Go ahead, keep going.
Cant. More than half of LGBTQ Americans overall, 57% identify as bisexual, according to the results.
See, just bisexual, that's just big. You're confused. Like, if you're bisexual, you're just confused.
Right.
You understand? Like, that's all it is. And the Most High, again, is not the author of confusion. Go ahead, keep going.
Cant. General Z is also more likely to identify as lesbian, gay, transgender, or other than member of other generations, according to the results. Gallup began measuring each category within LGBT individually in 2020, and this year marked the first year that they offered respondents the option to type in a response in the other category. Jones said, adding that Gallup plans to release more data next year based on those self-identification. Some of the disparities between
bring your glasses next time.
Cant. Generation Jones said may partly be due to other people being less inclined to self-identify due to growing up in a time of less acceptance for LGBTQ people. The Gallup data shows that LGBTQ identification tends to remain stable among older generations, hovering around 4% for Generation X, 3% for baby boomers, and 1% for traditionalists. Since Gallup's first survey on LGBTQ self-identification in 2012, Generation Zers also increasingly make up a larger share of American adults as more of them turn 18. The Pew Research Center defines Generation Zers as being born between 1997 to 2012 and younger. Generation Zers are more likely than older members of their generation to identify as LGBTQ, given that the percentage of them who identify as LGBTQ has nearly doubled since 2017, when it was 10.5%.
See, that's with the millennials, about 10.5%. Then it doubled with the Generation Zers. That's the simple answer to that is them both the millennials and Generation Zers grew up without fathers in the home. You understand? Women had to destroy these young kids, both male and female. You understand? From allowing them to be molested, hiding it, covering it up, or you know what I'm saying, just not listening, or whatever the case may be. You understand? Boyfriends coming in and out the house, molesting their kids, sending them off to church, letting them get molested at the church, just not listening to them, telling you that these women have failed our kids. You understand? Men have failed our kids too, because we allowed our women to do this.
Right.
You know we allowed the women to tell us, they didn't need us. You know what I'm saying? So we like, well, fuck you and that child then. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that child will come find me when they get older.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So some of us, like myself, we were strong enough to do that. Cause my mother always told me, your daddy didn't want nothing to do with you, this and this. When I turned 14, I went and go found him.
Right.
Found out, damn mama, you lied to me. You understand?
Right.
But a lot of kids, you know what I'm saying, didn't have that fortune, because a lot of the you know what I'm saying, a lot of their fathers went to jail.
Right.
They're doing life in jail, doing 20, 30 years for a dime bag of weed. You know what I'm saying? Like doing some stupid time for selling dope or whatever the case may be.
Right.
You understand? So a lot of kids didn't have the wasn't fortunate enough to even be able to go find their father. You understand? And their mother accepted them being gay.
Right.
The mother accepted them being lesbian. Hell, the mother taught them to be gay or lesbian.
Right.
You understand? Cause from what I'm seeing with a lot of these little kids on Facebook, that one video where the little kids was on the stripper pole, trying to spin it around the stripper pole. Like, what type of mother is gonna let those sons? You know, well, first of all, what type of mother is gonna have a stripper pole in their house for their sons to see, for their little sons to see to begin with? Like, these women, a lot of these women are destroying these little boys, and they're growing up without fathers because, you know what I'm saying, their mothers is just out here, you know what I'm saying, wicked as hell. How much more is left on that article? We might just have to cut it.
It's a lot.
It's a lot left.
It's a lot.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and drop that article for time's sake, because we got to get out of here in about 15 minutes. So go to Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha. You got your Apocrypha with you?
Got it with Cant.
Go to Ecclesiasticus 12:6, because again, like I was saying earlier, the church now accepts homosexuals. They now marry homosexuals. They marry men and marry women. You understand? Which is disgusting as hell. And the churches, they had the same Bible that we reading out of. You know what I'm saying? Before the whole Generation Z is, you know what I'm saying, the church was completely against homosexuality. You couldn't be a homosexual and be in a church. But once the millennials and the Generation Z, like, that's how they grew up. Now they accept homosexuals. Every choir director is homosexual. Children are being molested and raped, boys and girls in the church. Hell, the Catholic Church is notorious for molesting little boys.
That's right.
And they all push it up under the rug like didn't nothing happen. You understand? Like I said earlier, the Southern Baptist Convention, they've been it was this article that came out on them about molesting little kids. You understand? Hell, I seen this one video. I think it was a devil though, where this one preacher was forcefully raping this one girl in the church, in his office in the church, since he was 16 years old. You understand? Like, if that's going on with the devils in the church, what do you think they doing to the little black kids in them churches? What do you think they doing to them? Because they know they ain't got no fathers at home.
Right.
Because America and black women, they sure, you know what I'm saying, put them fathers out the house. So, you know what I'm saying, what you think's really happening to them little boys?
Right.
What was that coach, Penn State? That coach that was raping them boys at Penn State? The football coach?
How long ago?
Remember that? That was a big thing back in like 2015, 16 maybe?
Salaki said I was incarcerated during that time.
Oh yeah, it was bad. Yeah, it was a Penn State coach that was raping college boys.
Wow. Man.
Oh yeah, look it up when you get home later. You
God.
gonna call me like good night. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, in the shower, raping boys in the shower. And the whole school, you know what I'm saying, just hit everything like the churches is doing. They hiding it out. When you get there, go ahead.
Cant. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 6. For the Most High hated sinners.
Man, the preacher told us, love the sinner but hate the sin.
The Most High hated sinners.
Man, you supposed to be able to come as you are. You understand? If you homosexual, you can lead the choir. You understand? If you're a dyke, you can sit right there in the front row and it's all good. Just come as you are.
The Most High hated sinners.
The Most High hates sinners. You understand? He hates the sin and the sinner.
That's right.
Keep going.
Khan. And will repay vengeance unto the ungodly.
Hey, you gonna get your just due in the end. With all that wicked stuff that you got going on, that wicked alternative lifestyle that you want to call alternative lifestyle, that's wicked as hell.
Right. Khan. And keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment.
Yeah, you definitely gonna get punished for that.
That's right.
Death is definitely gonna come upon you for that. Drop that. Give me Proverbs 8 and 13. Because you know what I'm saying. If you're a righteous person, if the Most High hates sinners, how you gonna let the preacher tell you, Pastor Porkchop tell you that you supposed to love the sinner but hate the sin? You understand? That don't even make no damn sense. Love the sinner, but how can you love something that the Most High don't love?
Right.
When you get there, go ahead.
So like I said, you said Proverbs 8 and 6.
8 and 13.
Khan. Proverbs chapter 8 verse 13. The fear of the Most High is to hate evil.
Say that again. Say that for the slow homosexuals in the back.
Khan. The fear of the Most High is to hate evil.
Yeah, say that again for all the flaming homosexual choir directors.
Khan. The fear of the Most High is to hate evil.
Read that one more time for all them Pastor Porkchops that say, "Come as you are, love the sinner but hate the sin," and be out there molesting the preachers that and Catholic priests that be molesting these little boys. Read that one more time.
Khan. Proverbs chapter 8 verse 13. The fear of the Most High is to hate evil.
The fear of the Most High is to hate evil. And being homosexual, lesbian, LBGT, ABC, elemental P plus is evil as hell.
That's right.
And if you love the Most High and you fear the Most High, you should hate that.
Right.
In the I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General GEN.YAHANNA, we're taught to hate that.
Right.
We hate what the Most High hates.
That's right.
Keep going.
Khan. The fear of the Most High is to hate evil. Pride.
That Pride month. You want to walk around being proud and you're evil and being evil and disgusting as hell. And vile and disgusting. And you want to walk around being prideful. But again, what do you have to be prideful for? 42% of y'all suicide rate.
Right.
You understand? Domestic violence rate up high. What do you have to be proud about? You proud about leaving the most, if you're a man, you're proud about leaving the most tender and soft and effeminate of a woman to go with a hairy man like that. That's what you proud about. You proud about that, and you expect us to be proud for you?
Right.
Man, we hate that evilness.
That's right.
Keep going.
Khan. And arrogancy.
It's an arrogancy. You know what I'm saying? You got to be one arrogant ass people to have a cancel culture where, you know what I'm saying, you can say nigga this, nigga that, kill a nigga, you know what I'm saying, all day long, but you say something about a homosexual, they out there ready to cancel you.
Right.
You get canceled for saying something about a homosexual, but you can talk about killing niggas all day long.
Right.
But if you say something about a homosexual, they out there ready to counsel you. They out there ready to march with their gay pride and counsel you.
Right.
And that pride, man, that pride is what's gonna get y'all as if y'all don't repent and turn away from that sin, that pride right there is gonna get you killed. And mothers and fathers that accept that from their child, you are just as disgusting as that child is. Keep
right.
on.
Khan. And the evil way
and again, that is evil as hell. That's evil as hell. LBGT, ABC, elemental P plus, that's evil as hell. All that is evil and wicked as hell. Keep going.
Khan. And the forward mouth do I hate.
The Most High hates that. If the Most High hate that, guess what? I hate that too.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say sitting here come as you are. You understand? If you a homosexual and you want to learn about this truth, you understand? You better come through counsel, and you better not act no homosexual in here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I see you on the street, I better not see no type of flaming, you know what I'm saying, homosexuality coming out of you.
Right.
You understand? Like straight up. One of my kids come home talking about I'm not a girl no more. I identify as a boy. You better get the hell out of my house. You know who the hell you think you are? That day I would disown. You would be disowned on that day. I wish the hell you would come to me and tell me. My son would come to me and tell me I'm not gay, but I identify as a girl. D Wade, you should slap the hell out of yourself. I wish my son would come tell me that. Nah, beat the hell out of him. Salaki.
Salaki, sir, if I may. My oldest daughter came to me like that one time. I wasn't even in the truth. I was in the world. But the spirit came over me. She ain't like that no more. I got 2 grandsons.
Yeah,
Two grandsons.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you would definitely be disowned in my house. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're not playing that shit. You understand? You're not playing that. You will be disowned in my house. My child better not never come to me talking about I'm non-binary, something. I'm a non-binary. You upside your head. That's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like you finna get the hell out of my house.
Quick.
And if your mama is gonna accept it, she can get the hell out of my house too. Both of y'all can go. Like straight up and down. Keep going. Is that the end on that?
Kind of a con.
Alright, drop that. Give me Mark 10 and start at verse 6. Because again, like the church have been molesting children, boys and girls, for forever. You understand?
That's right.
Again, the church now is accepting gay marriage and whatnot, and it's, you know what I'm saying, like it completely goes against what the Bible says.
Right.
That's why Christianity has nothing to do with this Bible.
That's right.
You understand? Them motivational speakers, when they get up there speaking to you, got you feeling all ooey gooey inside or whatever. Man, they not doing nothing to help you get out this hell that we living in.
Right.
Whenever you get there, go ahead.
Kind of a con. Mark 10, chapter 10, verse 6. From the beginning of the creation.
From the beginning of creation.
The Most High made them male and female.
The Most High made male and female. He didn't make male and male or female and female. He made male and female. Go ahead.
Verse 7. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife.
For this cause a man should leave his father and his mother and cleave unto his wife. That means become one with his wife.
Right.
That doesn't mean become one with another man.
Right.
That's not a woman becoming one with another woman. That's impossible. Go ahead.
Kind of a con. Verse 8. And they twain shall be one flesh.
They twain shall be one flesh. They become as one. If you're a man laying with a man like you would a woman, or a woman laying with a woman like you would a, like, I don't understand that. What it's like, what do you get out of that? Like playing scissors and, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you even get out of that? And then most lesbians have the male part toy.
Right.
So if you using the male part toy, you might as well just go get you the real thing. Like, what is you doing out here? Keep going.
Kind of a con.
Salaki. Keep going.
And they twain shall be one flesh. So then they are no more twain, but one flesh.
So it's no more twain, but one flesh. You one flesh. When you get you a wife and you lay down with your wife, y'all become one.
Right.
You understand? Y'all become one flesh. Y'all are the same now. You understand? When you lay down with a if you're a man and you lay down with a man, you don't become one with that other man. If you're a woman laying with a woman, like you would a man, that toy that y'all using, that's the male rod, that toy that you're using, that's not gonna make y'all one flesh.
Right.
If you still using the toy, you might as well go get the whole thing. You might as well get the real thing.
Right.
You understand? There's nothing like that. That's the best thing for a woman is that rod. The rod is the best thing for a woman. You understand? The best thing for that man is that soft tender box.
Right.
That's the best thing for that man. You understand?
Made for you.
That's what she was made. That's what she was made for. Give me Hebrews 13:4. Let's go through these quick because we got about 10 minutes.
Okay. You said Hebrews 10 and 4.
Hebrews 13 and 4.
Hebrews chapter 13 verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
Marriage is honorable. Marriage is a man and a woman.
Right.
It's honorable. Go ahead.
And the bed undefiled.
And the bed is undefiled. If you marry, it's the man. Since the beginning, it was a man and a woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that marriage is undefiled. Y'all become one twine. That marriage is, that bedroom is undefiled. Go ahead.
But whoremongers and adulterers.
But whoremongers and adulterers, you know what I'm saying? Homosexuals, LGBTQ plus. Go ahead.
The Most High will judge.
Y'all gonna be judged because that's a disgusting, filthy lifestyle that you live in. And I don't give a damn how comfortable America makes you feel. It's disgusting and vile. And I don't care how much the Christian churches now accepted you and how you got a homosexual Bible and all that now. None of that even matters because the Most High will pay judgment on you.
That's right.
You understand? Straight up and down. I don't care how you want to get around it. I don't care how gay you want to make the Bible. The Most High is going to pay judgment unto you. Drop that. Give me Romans 1 and start at 24. 24. We're going to go through 32. Go ahead.
Romans chapter 1, verse
24.
Verse 24. Wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness.
This was Paul writing to Roman because America is the modern day Roman Roman Empire. You understand? This is it's just a continuation of that. And homosexuality was rampant in the Roman Empire. Just like today, it's rampant in America today.
Right.
It was accepted in the Roman Empire. It's being accepted in America today. Go ahead.
Wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts.
The lust of their own hearts. It had nothing to do with the Most High. It's not love who you love, love is love, or whatever that nonsense is. That's the lust of your own heart. Go ahead.
Right. To dishonor their own bodies between themselves.
You're dishonoring your body between yourselves when you're a man laying with a man or a woman and you lay with a woman, or if you cut your rod off to make yourself have a woman part, or you I don't know how the hell y'all do it. You sew it up and get you a milk. I don't know how that happens. You know what I'm saying? But that's dishonoring your body when you do that. Go ahead.
Verse 25.
You're non-binary, you know what I'm saying? Want to be authentic, but you non-binary. Like, how does that don't even make no goddamn sense?
Right. Verse 25. Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie?
Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie? Go ahead.
And worship and serve the creature more than the Creator.
Worship and serve the creature more than the Creator. Go ahead.
Who is blessed forever. So be it.
Keep going.
Verse 26. For this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections.
For this cause, for the same reason, you know what I'm saying, the lust after your own heart. You understand? The Most High gave you up to your vile affections. Go ahead. Vile is disgusting. Go ahead.
For even that woman did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
The woman changed the natural use that goes against nature. Go ahead.
Verse 27. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman.
The man leaving the natural use of the woman. Go ahead.
Burn in their lust.
Burning in their lust and their disgusting desires. Go ahead.
One toward another.
For one another. For a man wanting to lay with another man. Go ahead.
Men with men.
Men with men.
Working that which is unseemly.
Working that which is unseemly. Having sex with other men. This is disgusting. Go ahead.
And receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meet.
I mean, that's pretty much self-explanatory. That's disgusting as hell. Go ahead, keep going.
Verse 28. And even as they did not like to retain the Most High in their knowledge,
even though they didn't want the Most High in their knowledge. You know, the church tell you come as you are. You know, everybody know the choir director's a flaming homosexual. You understand? The church now marrying homosexuals and marrying men and men and women. Go ahead. They took the Most High out of all that. They said, "Come as you are. Do as you please. Love who you love."
Right.
All that nonsense. Go ahead.
The Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind.
The Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind. Keep going. Reprobate. Let me look that word up. Reprobate.
To do those things which are not convenient. Reprobate. I want to, so like I said, if I may, I want to say reprobate kind of means that he just gave them over to do the things that that they really
reprobate.
Yeah, to do the things that they really wanted to do because they was going to do it anyway.
Reprobate is an unprincipled person. You know what I'm saying? Have no principles about yourself. Go ahead, keep going. We're going down to 32.
Verse 29. Being filled with all unrighteousness.
All that is unrighteousness. Go ahead.
Fornication.
Fornication is any sex that is any unlawful sex. There's man laying with man, woman laying with woman, laying with a beast. You know what I'm saying? Laying with another man's wife. A woman sleeping with a man that's not her husband. You know what I'm saying? All that is unlawful sex. Go ahead.
Wickedness.
And wicked as hell. You know what I'm saying? A man laying with a man and a woman laying with a woman is evil and wicked as hell. I know a lot of men, they want to say that man laying with men is evil and wicked, it was nasty, but they all okay with women laying with a woman. It's equally disgusting as hell.
Right.
It's equally disgusting as hell. Go ahead. You can't say you're against a man laying with a man, but be for a woman laying with a woman. That's a hypocrite.
Right.
You're a hypocrite. Go ahead. That's like when Lil Boosie went on the Breakfast Club and talking about men, talking about Lil Nas X and you know what I'm saying, men, how it's disgusting for men laying with men, but he said out his own mouth, you understand, like if he's with a woman and he want to go get another woman, that he make the woman that he's with basically lay with that other woman too. They have a threesome. When nigga, you can just go get that other woman. Why you making this woman that you with lay with this other woman and she don't want to do that? But she'll do that because she want to be with you. You understand? Like that woman doesn't have to lay with that other woman. You just go get that other woman.
Right.
Who said you can't go get the other woman? Who said that? Just go get the other woman.
That's right.
If you letting her know that hey, you going to get this other woman, you understand, and you know what I'm saying, that she's willing to also lay with this other woman, then if she doesn't want to lay with that woman, she's not going to leave you. Just go get the other woman.
Right.
Why are you now making her, you know what I'm saying, but I mean, these entertainers is, you know what I'm saying, all of them is evil as hell too, you know what I'm saying. I mean, he buying prostitutes for his little nephews and shit, you know what I'm saying, his son nephews and shit, like that's also wicked as hell too. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother class though. But go ahead, we gotta hurry up.
Covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers. Verse 30, backbiters, haters of the Most High.
We gotta hurry up. Go ahead, drop that. Give me right down through 32 for yourself. But give me 1 Corinthians 6 and start at verse 9 through 11. We gotta hurry up. We got 5 minutes.
Oh, tell me.
1 Corinthians 6 and 9.
Kanawakan. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High?
The unrighteous is not going to inherit the kingdom of God. You understand? If you LBGTQ plus, you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna inherit the kingdom of God. Go ahead, keep going.
Be not deceived.
Don't be deceived. I don't care how much Pastor Porchard tell you, come as you are, love who you love, allow the choir director to be a flaming homosexual, how they married men to men and married women to women, allow sex changes and all that nonsense, how America makes it comfortable for you to be just a disgusting, vile person. Keep going.
Neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate.
No effeminates. No effeminates. No effeminate ass man is gonna make it to the kingdom. You have to be a strong masculine man. You understand?
Right.
And that's what a woman wants, is a strong masculine man. Keep going.
No abusers of themselves with mankind.
That's man laying with man. You're abusing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Woman laying with a woman. You're abusing yourself. Keep
right.
going.
Verse 10. Nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of the Most High.
Go through 11.
Verse 11. And such were some of you, but ye are washed, but ye are sanctified, but ye are justified in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, and by the Spirit of Yahweh.
I mean, a lot of us was wicked as hell too before we came into this truth. You
That's
know
right.
Now we were, you know, I wasn't just perfect before I came into the truth. I was wicked as hell too. I wasn't a homosexual or anything like that, but
that's
you know,
right.
And as far as some of the other stuff, I mean, I was doing some evil and wicked stuff too. You understand? But once I came into the truth, I repented, which means turn away from the sin, and you know what I'm saying. And we know sin is
transgression of the law.
Sin is the transgression of the law. You understand? And I turn back to them law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? And that's what you need to do.
Right.
Now, if you are part of that, identify as LBGTQ plus or whatever, you understand? Just you need to repent. If you Black, Hispanic, or Native American, you need to repent.
Right.
Turn away from that wicked, evil lifestyle, and come back to the Most High. And you know what I'm saying? And turn away from that. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and pass the class over to Troopers about for the security announcements.
I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a peculiar person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which means a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8 through 10 means 10th in Hebrew. Me'asherah, 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you, give to general. Mayaka Salaki. General. Mayaka Allah. Or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh Bashem. Yahweh Shabbarakathon.
Yahweh Bashem Shabbarakathon.
Class dismissed.